Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
Hey everybody, welcome back to a quick beer review, continuing Treehouse Week, courtesy of our man James. I appreciate you, sir. Tonight we're checking out Peachsicle. I'd never heard of this beer either. Honestly, I've not been keeping up on Treehouse releases, so the box that came, I'd never heard of any of the beers, except for one. So, this is, per the label, 8.2% alcohol by volume. This is essentially haze conditioned on vanilla beans. So, there you go. I have said in the past, not a big, I mean, listen, we are in a pastry era. Pastry stouts, pastry sours, and apparently pastry IPAs. I'd much rather have flavor of beer come from hops. Not big at all on beers that add fruit to them. When it comes to IPAs, I just don't think it's necessary, but clearly they wouldn't be brewing this if people weren't buying it. So let's check it out into the Treehouse vessel. As you guys know, beer tastes better, proper glassware. I do like the color scheme of that. Label, Treehouse Brewing, Charlton, Massachusetts. Someone had messaged me recently and said that Treehouse is brewing beer in Munson again. So who knows if that's true. I got to go to Treehouse in 2016, back at the Munson spot. It was so rad. Love those people. Finger of Fluffy Marshmallow Head. It is haze 4 days. Can't see anything through it. This is much more hazy, what is it, opaque, than January Julius was. But this beer is kind of, it's that bright kind of glowy orange. It doesn't look like butternut squash. Doesn't look like hop cum. Doesn't look like Hey Stifler, how's a pale ale. Is this going to smell like vanilla? Let's see. It very much does smell like vanilla. This smells like an Orange Julius. Talked about that in the January Julius video. This smells like orange juice with vanilla ice cream in it. Crazy that this is like a over 8% beer. Insane. It smells like juice. There's not a beer aspect to this at all. Wild. That's all it is. It's well, it could be stone fruity. I mean, what are they calling it? Peachsicle? I mean, I guess I could see peaches, but it's just so overwhelmingly vanilla. And with all that citrus. I mean, listen, it smells good. It smells like I'm about to eat an ice cream float. Let's go and taste it, James. Cheers. Thanks, bro. That is vanilla. Holy smokes. You have to love vanilla to enjoy this beer. Thankfully, I like vanilla. It's not my favorite, but I like vanilla. It's not bothering me. It's crazy because it has a cool hop bitterness on the finish of it, but it makes no sense to my brain. Like, my brain is tasting super sweet vanilla ice cream, and then my tongue's like, well, there's bitterness on it. And you're like, well, vanilla ice cream isn't supposed to be bitter. Why does this taste like this? But that's the beer aspect of it. This beer is super chewy. Mouthfeel, this reminds me of like the old school Treehouse mouthfeel days. I'm just going to be honest. There's too much vanilla in this. The vanilla overtakes everything. That citrus bitterness that's on my tongue, I want so badly for like citrusy hops right now. Because it's like you ate vanilla ice cream with, you know what this is if you ate vanilla ice cream with orange zested on it. And it's just the pithy, bitter zest of orange with vanilla ice cream. That's exactly what it is. This beer wants to be really good. I think I said, what was the other beer that we drank from Treehouse? I said the same thing. Was it something that had fruit in it? Maybe. I like the drinkability of this is crazy for being 8.2%, but the beer gets lost in it. It's too much vanilla. That's all it is. It's vanilla tasting sweetness with bitterness that makes no sense to my brain. So I will say 8.2%. You could fucking hammer drinking these because it doesn't taste like beer. It's wild how the alcohol is hidden in this beer. Mouthfeel is awesome. It's chewy, but yeah, for me personally, if you like vanilla, I'm sure people will comment on this video saying, I love that beer. I love it. Maybe haze for them is a little intense when it comes to the hoppiness because there's plenty of bitterness in this beer. So maybe they like this because it dials that back and makes it sweet. I'm sure people will say that. But for me personally, it's just, God, it's too much vanilla. It's overwhelmingly vanilla. I just wish there was more of like the hop flavor of the citrus notes and the stone fruit, because it would be fantastic if it just had a little bit more of that and just a little bit less vanilla. So when they say they conditioned it on heaps of vanilla, carefully dosed. You dosed the shit out of that with vanilla, I'll tell you that much. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's just not beer for me. So fun to drink though. That's Peachsicle. Do you guys have this one? What do you think? I'm going to guess that the comments of people who have had this are going to be split. But in fairness, it's been years since I've talked to Treehouse dude. So maybe the old school Treehouse drinkers who love the beer aren't really Treehouse people anymore. Maybe it's just all these new money people who want pastry stuff, and people will be like, I love that beer. I love that beer. I love that beer. I'm not mad at you for loving it. You like what you like. If you love this, fucking awesome. Cheers. So that's it. See you guys soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the view so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't